KG5, we are now giving you the floor. And we'd like one of you from Pondorai to, each of you to introduce yourselves. And after that, we give it to KG5 EBS to introduce themselves before you begin.
My name is Faye and I'm representing Brunei High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Faye.
Okay, I'm Torbina Basava and I'm in from studying in Morana this year.
Thank you, Mr.
My name is Bodo. These are my team. All right.
Thank you, Bodo. Give it to KG5.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually Chris Phoenix from KGV and EBS, and it is an honor to be to be representing the KGV and EBS in this debate this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I'm Tuari Arawataurui and I'm from KG5 and EBS. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Okay. I'm Etienne Auto-Takayara and I'm representing KG5 and EBS, and that's what I'm proud of this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we can begin. The timekeeper will sound the bell when it's 3 minutes. Now you can begin.
Okay, good morning again, everyone. When the theme was read, after listening to it and I tried to understand it, and I know it is true, because quality higher education is the pathway to future success in life, and that is very true. Because achieving higher education, you get to know better, and it provides you with success, like in life, when you got a job and you got a job and you're able to get money. And money is how we get success, because we are satisfied with life, because we get all what we need and everything that we have. So quality higher education is the pathway to success in life. And I strongly agree with what the statement says.
KG5. Starting now.
To honored guests, worthy opponents, ladies and gentlemen, as the opposition, we would like to begin with defining the word success. What is success? A definition of success differs from one person to another, and from one field to another. One could take economic success as a touchstone to label a person successful in life, ignoring his or her other failures, like divorce, health, or inefficiency. Others may look at a capacity for overcoming challenges, irrespective of what someone earns and the nature of their private life. So, what is a success? Success, as in its name, quality higher education is the pathway to future success in life. Success is not getting a grade or degree. If that was it, then why aren't all the graduates from say USP or other universities like Harvard and Cambridge uniformly successful? The rule of success is hard work and destiny, of course, not just by getting a quality higher education. Success also never depends on grades. If success and opportunities were measured by grades, then the corporate world and potential marriage partners would not ask for bio data in resumes or CV, where other qualifications are also mentioned. Nor would they interview the prospects in order to find out what they are like as people. Rather, they keep applying appointment to the people with the best paper qualifications. And so qualifications alone are never enough. And success depends upon physical characteristics, personality, and a willingness to work hard. Ladies and gentlemen, our team here, we stand as such. We do not support the motion that quality higher education is the pathway to future success in life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, KG5. We go tomorrow night.
Thank you, Miss EBS, and I believe what, the success in, I don't think you say something that it's true, but I strongly oppose what you say. I want to say that quality higher education is the pathway of future success in life. We can success in so many things, but our focus is on education, and we can, as we success in education, we can obtain so many things. Because we can we may be able to raise a good family and afford their lives, especially for money we earn in our jobs. And I believe that if we success in education, we know things for our families, and for example, if our families, if we raise a family, you have your kid, and your kids get in trouble. He was crashed at the road, and you need to pay the doctor for recovering your kids. So what if you don't have money and you cannot afford it? I don't think you say you're right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much. KG5.
The proposition I've tried to convince us that success is all about brains. That we are academically trained. But I tell you, however, they forgot to think about some very important issues. panel of judges and those who are here to witness this open day. Hear my question. Is it true that success can only be achieved by quality or quality higher education? Is it true? The answer is definitely no. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, success is not about what's the said, it is also about putting your mind to work to build a stronger future. A great example from our nation is Nederreis Joachim. She has worked really hard. As a consequence, she is one of the leading businesswomen who is very successful. She is now making more money. And also, success in life does not solely depend on quality higher education, because everyone can get successfully in the future. For example, like rural people from Makin to Arale, are they successful in getting their jobs or getting their well-being in the future? We all can successful because by traditionally we can work hard, not just by having or getting higher or quality education, because success does not depend on good or higher education, because it depends on everyone. Like rather than studying to reach our full potential, we do it because we think it is necessary for a successful career. So we spend 10 years in school and a few more years in college to get educated. Then more time is passed for hunting jobs. Is that it? Higher education does not depend on good quality higher education. Thank you very much.
Before I start on, I'd like to say a few words. This is my team, Moran, and we strongly believe that quality higher education is the best way to future success. Now, to the point. You say that is it higher quality education is the better way to future life to be success? Your answer is no. And I say yes, because look around, who are the most successful nowadays? And I mean not just Kiribati, the world. Who is the most successful man in the world? That most successful man is the one that holds the high quality in education. Besides, we're talking about building what the talent or something that will have a better future. But I would say that will take time. And besides, the topic said quality, high quality education. That quality higher education is the best way to future success, not by talent or whatever you say. That's not true. And finally, you mentioned about the people in the rural or in the outer highlands. Well, I've been there and I've seen what life is there. And I can say that life in there is very hard. You struggle hard to live. If you don't go to work, you won't get anything to eat. But now that I'm in Tarawa and I'm in schooling, I noticed the difference. That when you are graduated and get a degree in education, will be living a more convenient and prosperous life than the ones that are in the outer island. Therefore, it is very clear that today and now that the main concern for the youth and for each and every one of us is to go to be educated in schools so that we may have a better future and to be successful in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Moronai. And we go to KG5.
Okay. The proposition, I'll try to convince us that brains are usually the key to success. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you today, use your brains in other ways. If you are academically trained, of course, yes, you may find a job. But now, let's look at our country. Most holders of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, are looking out for jobs for about a year until they secure a job permanently. Ladies and gentlemen, success is not about a qualification. It is about the will to make a change in your future. To be successful in life. Let me quote the Chicago Times saying that Bill Gates is the most successful man without a qualification. That's the title of an article noted in the Chicago Times. And let me tell you, he said, let's look to the world. And I have looked to the world, and now I'm talking to you about a view from the world. Bill Gates. Bill Gates doesn't get a degree. He didn't get it, but he is very successful. And now, those who earned their degree are working for Bill Gates. Now who's winning? Bill Gates. He didn't get a degree, even though he's more successful than the IT professionals, engineers, doctors, economists, you name it, whatever. Bill Gates is more successful than them. Locally, we can also say that people who are using the skills, the traditional skills that we have are also successful. For example, if you look at those people over there at Ambo who are selling handicrafts, they are making money. And I tell you, they make more money than those who go for 10 days working for a fortnight salary. They are making more money. Aren't they more successful than them? Therefore, to sum up, our motion was sent simply because during the debate we have shown proof and shown that quality higher education is not all about success. It is also about talent and your willingness to, and your desire to make your future bright. For example, if you want to be a celebrity, a singer, the KMF for example, they're going to make money if that talent is like, if they are trained very well to be like their foreign counterparts who are now excelling in the world, like making more money. Just go into the theater, they sing, and they make more money than those who work for like 3 years, 4 years college degree programs. Ladies and gentlemen, to draw a line under this debate, I think our side has clearly shown that quality higher education is not about only success. It's not the only way to success. There are other alternatives that we can take which can bring us to be successful in life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yusuf. Thank you very much. Moronai, KG5. Can we give them a big applause, please? Thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure to listen to your debates. I'm sure the audience has also enjoyed listening, but the judge panel cannot provide your results immediately. But in the meantime, time, we'd like to give you a break so we can proceed to the next activity, which is tertiary other students to do the debate also. So thank you very much. You've done a great job, but your results will soon be released by the judge panel. Thank you very much. As we have just finished with the debate, while we are waiting for the judges to give the final touch to their marks, and while the impromptu speech judges are ready, we call upon Miss Kiribati to come forward and let's see her talent.
Don't
speech. I think they do have a chairman, I guess, the chairman for the panel of impromptu speech. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the chairman, MP for Toronto Nanano. The floor is yours.
Thank you, beautiful MC. Yes, so we're going to do our job here, and we hope that you will enjoy yourselves, especially those who will be contesting on the impromptu speeches. I have two beautiful ladies sitting on my side here, so I know the day is going to be very beautiful, just as beautiful as all of you. Thank you.
May I ask the competitors to come up, please? Two, a female and a male from each tertiary. MTC, can I see the team from MTC, please? You come up. Can you give a hand of applause, everyone, please? KIT, USP, and the Police Academy training. And KTC. KTC, come up, please. Ladies and gentlemen, while we are waiting for the judges, we are going to give this time to our competitors to introduce themselves and to let us know from which institution they are here. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. Out of the 1,000, we are selected to be a policeman. And we are proud to be here this morning, this afternoon. So, my name is Tegida and my friend here is Kansas. And with this short notice, we still have a chance to be here. Thank you very much.
Before I start off, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Michael Baron Bossi, son of Bossi, and I come from Ontario. And I am proud to stand here in front of all of you to represent our beautiful university, the only university here outside the University of the South Pacific. Thank you.
The name is Carla Casmil, and I am the board of Casmili and Aritan Nambo, and I am representing the University of Las Vegas. Thank you.
afternoon to you all. We are the representative of KGC or KIT. My name is David and I'm 6 today. We come here to do speech.
My name is Dentis Okubo, and as you can see, I'm in full white, which means I'm representing the Marine Training Center. This is my partner. Her name is Josephine Ware, and she also is representing MTC.
Okay, may I ask you again to give a big hand for these competitors? And before we start, I would like to introduce the judges for this impromptu speech.
My name is Latte. I'm teaching in William Goward Memorial College. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Naulitin abong ayutan kawaga at nandiriga ko ang kami ng kumutay ay para idadalitan na ako ng kawin. Kawan kumasa lagi tayo yung kanya row again natawin na kayo. Tanong tayo tagi. Sinataw ko yun bayay kayo. We are doing our judgments on these five things. Introduction, in delivery. Delivery, we talk about stance, expression, voice, use of language skills. Then we'll be judging content. Content means sequence and persuasion, personal experience, background. And then on conclusion, you have to come out with a very clear conclusion on the topic or the subject that you're speaking on. And then finally we'll be judging on the timing as well. You have to be good with timing. You don't have to overstay on the podium. You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes for each team. Ayun nakakanya sa tigirawin kami ada ni takawa tayo. Ako daw.
Starting of our competition, and the first thing we have to do is to allow the competitors to pick one of the questions or the comments or the statements from this person, a beautiful person. I would like one of them to pick a piece of paper wrapped, and there's a question or comment or statement inside in the paper, which you have to read aloud to allow everyone to hear and think about it too, while you are going to think about it in your team. And then that's your topic for today. You're going to do the impromptu speech then. And the judges are going to listen as well as the audience. So may I call upon the MTC to pick one of the papers here.
Academic versus trade training. Academic versus trade training.
Thank you, thank you.
what's written in this paper is that dividing formal education from out-of-school education or so-called non-formal education is artificial in many ways. Thank you.
Thank you. KTC.
The statement in front of me says, goes like this: despite many obstacles parents are facing in educating their children nowadays, discuss some solutions to overcome these obstacles.
USP.
The role of opening schooling and giving people a second chance for successful pathways.
Okay, the statement that is stated here says, what is education? How can educational opportunities be more effectively delivered to workers? Thank you.
And we are going to give them 5 minutes to discuss it, to discuss the topics that they've already received. And after 5 minutes, then we'll start. And we are going to start from the MTC as well, and then KIT, KTC, USP, and finally to the Police Academy. Thank you.
10 seconds, you lose. We will be giving you full marks if you stick to the time. If you sort of stop at about 5 minutes, then you really are assured of a full mark, 5 marks. If you really is very short, you won't have 5 marks. The schedule is so you will lose marks by being too short, and there is a schedule here to guide the judges. And if you're over time, of course, there's no schedule here available for the judges, but we will make up our mind for every second or every 10 seconds that you are delayed, we might subtract some decimal point marks. We will have to agree on that, but we ask you to be on time.
Past 5 minutes, and the first round we go to MTC. So may I allow MTC team to come up to the podium and start their speech. You have to read the statement first, and then you start off. Okay, let's give them a round of applause, please.
emphasize the academic. The difference in the state. And this will guide my content.
Thank you. As you were saying, there are 2 points which we're going to discuss on this topic. Either they are the same, the academic courses versus basic trade training. Either they are the same or they are different. The first points, they are the same. As we know, no one can do something without gaining the concept of it in theory, then to put it in practice. So I think that a scholar needs both of them in order to be successful in what he's doing. And for example, since I'm representing FTC, I'm going to use my own institution as an example. They're the same. If we compare, if we look at, because trainees from the MTC may have the opportunity to become a captain in the future, well, you know that driving a vessel is something. Well, at first, when he was a trainee, when he was a cadet, he needed to study the concept of many other things, the ship handling, the road of the sea, the rules of the road, the rules of the sea road, and then in the future, then later you should put it into practice and drive the big vessel. And another example is the pilot. Yes. Pilot should, well, nobody can fly a plane. Obviously, nobody can fly a plane without getting some concept in theory. And I think that's the big example I know. Going to the second point, which is the difference. Academic course is different from trade training. They are different only if we refer to their level, to the high intelligence level of putting something, of all forms of intelligence. As you can see, most professors, all professors have to put, all professors nowadays they do something, they put their knowledge into practice. And the low ones, what I should say, the illiterate ones, the more illiterate ones, should base their study on theories because they don't know what to do when something comes. So, yeah, the 2 points that I've said, they are either the same or different. But what matters is to judge whether they are different or the same. It depends on how you judge them, how each individual judges them. If I ask you a question, can anyone tell me what's the difference between them and how they should be the same? I mean, can anyone raise their hand if they think it's different? Judges, can you think of any different? Sorry. I'll speak to that. I think that's all. They are either different or the same. Thank you.
Actually,
was kind of to continue what he was trying to say. Here he was trying to explain that in education there are two different things that may be made in which are in theoretical form and practical. But the first step, you can use theoretical form in order to observe all opportunities for learning here the next level by doing it in practical, so that you can express it in reality, so that you can receive more understanding of how to gain or learning which subject that depends on. Thank you.
One more minute for the rest of you. So now, KIT, your turn now to come up to the podium. Thank you.
To our guests of honor, participating schools, and those who are present here today from the Venezuela. We are the representative of KIT, or commonly known as Kiribati Institute of Technology. Now we are going to talk on. Could you please tell the people what our topic is?
Sure, why not? The topic for today is that dividing formal education from out-of-school education, or so-called non-formal education, is artificial in so many ways. So, first of all, let us define what is education. As we all know, education has two types, which is the formal and the non-formal. But we also know that these two types of formal education has two categories. And David, could you give us those two examples of the formal education?
Yes, I know. In a formal education, you can only formal education need a formal education. Formal education need an improvement from teachers and also from schools, as we all know.
Well, the two categories under the formal education is academic and vocational, and I think that you all know that these two types of formal education do exist in the Kiribati Institute of Technology. So let's move on, shall we?
Yes.
Now, we intend to illustrate 3 recommendations to support our ideas. Why should non-formal education and formal education should not be separated? And first of all, is both types of education are important and valuable.
Next, these two types of education are impact on each other.
Finally, non-formal education can help in addressing the shortfall of formal education. Now, let's have a look at our first point, which is both types of education are important and valuable. The first one is that they are both important and valuable because non-formal education does not require any qualification or does not need qualification, while the formal education do need qualification. So that in order to achieve what we have or what we really want to be in the future, I think that we all agree that we all need these two types of education. And furthermore, these two types of education have an impact on each other. Well, yes, I don't think children will be able to succeed with either one of these. For example, if I need the qualification but lack the ability or lack the skills from where we are or from where we are being taught in our families, do we have to succeed if we lack both of these? I mean, a teacher would be very cross if his or her student does not have both of these education. Do you agree with me, David?
Of course I do.
Well, let's move to our third point, and our third point is that non-formal education can help in addressing the shortfall of formal education. This means that if you fail in the formal education or do not have the qualification in formal education, I think that we all have second chances through non-formal education. And I can state an example, which is if I am in a college and fail to pay my school fees, then I will need to do something so that I could earn that kind of money to pay for my fees. So, I think that in this case, the non-formal education helps me or helps others to continue their formal education. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to our conclusion. And to conclude, we would like to reiterate that the two types of education need not be separated because
both types of education are important and valuable.
two types have an impact on each other.
Non-formal education can help in addressing the shortfall of formal education.
So, if we can be assured that with these two types of education together, we people have a bright future ahead of us. Thank you.